Well, welcome to Compassion and Serenity. This is Wes. I'm Danny. Welcome to Our Life in Our Home. Today, we wanted to come to you and bring you and give you a little bit of knowledge about funeral etiquette. We've been in this business for quite some time, and we're noticing that people are kind of forgetting. Funerals, definitely is about respect and compassion to people's families and loved ones. A lot of us really don't know because we're young, we're moving, we're emotional, we're grieving. The first topic we wanted to touch on was the procession into the funeral, actual funeral. When the families arrive, people are basically jumping all over them to give them hugs and kisses. We do understand it's a grief process and you want to show your love. However, most funerals are on a time schedule. We have to keep it time and keep it up and keep it close. So when the families are actually being processed in and lined up to come in to get checked out, now we have COVID, so people's temperatures have to be checked. Please allow them to get in and be seated before you approach them, because that throws things off. Once they're seated, please, by all means, give them the cards, kisses, and hugs. Because they have to need time to get together to, grieve, adjust, focus, and receive what just went on and how it's going down. Next, the reason why you have a funeral home, because there are people called funeral directors. Please be courteous and polite and listen to their direction. That's their name. Also, we wanted to talk about when the funeral is over, please don't exit before, because that's the purpose of a funeral. If you look in the history of the past, the family is always walking behind the remains of their loved one. So when the funeral is over, the preachers stop talking. They're calling for the pallbearers, flower bearers, and getting ready to go to the cemetery. Please, by all means, please stay seated. Let the family walk past you. And once again, it goes back to the beginning of the conversation. Please don't bother them. Wait until the cemetery or after. If you have cards, pass the cards. But it goes the whole procession off with you kissing, hugging, trying to kiss. They're missing the whole meaning of why they're there. Let me see what else we got for you. I've noticed now, we from DC, so people sometimes we've been locked in for quite some long time. It's a funeral, it's a gathering for grief, it's not a family reunion. Sometimes you have to be a little bit respectful, loud talking, during the course of the service. That's no. In addition to that, you have to use your inside voices. I know you're excited to see your friends from way back when, but please, you have to be respectful. Please, respectfully is the word of the day. Respectfully. Respect the family. If it was your mother, you wouldn't want it done. Or father. Also, exiting the church. I know you guys come to funerals to see the people and to give love, but sometimes there's a gate time for the cemetery. You have to be to the cemetery by a certain time. So it's always good to have you some business cards, numbers written down, addresses and everything. So when you see the people, just passing your cue card so you can keep on. I mean, the best thing to do is to actually, what's the best thing to do? Get your funeral sticker, go to your cars, turn on your lights and four-way flashes. Please yield to the escort vehicles, because that can be dangerous. If they're trying to go there to get you to the cemetery and you trying to escort, you swerving, you gotta let them know. That don't work because it's unsafe. What else I got for y'all? That's it. Cemetery etiquette. When you coming in, you're a little wild, you upset, highly, grieving. Don't pass the family card when you walking up to the grave. Let them get out first and follow behind them. Also, please wait for the parents to leave before you guys do your other things. If we the younger generation, y'all like to pop bottles, 5 J's. Wait till the family and parents are gone before y'all do that. Y'all have ample time after they're gone. Please be respectful to the family. And then this is another pointer to you guys. Even though you're emotional at this time and now, after a while, the crowds and the family and the love that you gave is gone. So please check on the loved one of the ones you lost. Check on their mothers, check on their fathers, because that really means a lot to them, because you never know what nobody's going through. Keep them in prayer, and thanks for listening.
Well, Dan, you pretty much covered everything, except for never riding the window down on the limousine.
Yes, never riding the window down on the limousine.
And hang out the window.
Hang out the window. That right there is totally uncouth.
Yes.
I mean, I'm ghetto too sometimes, but it's ghetto. So you have to act with class. Your family spent a lot of money for your services to be rendered. Please act accordingly. You know, they seen you. They seen you in the church, so they don't gotta see you hanging out the window. Anything else? That's it. You gotta just give class. You know, all people are looked at in a different way, in a different manner. Give them something nice to talk about, not nothing to talk about. You know, that stuff is for the repast. You know, the fun, the party, the drinking, the chandeliers and the popping. When you want to swing from the chandelier, swing at the repast. That's it. Some things, you know, there's different things. You know, there's a lot of funeral homes out here. We all have our different style. And we have our own different crowds for it. But we'll touch on that on episode 2.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening. We love y'all. If you lost a loved one recently, we offer our condolences and prayers your way.
Amen.
Amen. Ashe.